Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, Reese, aka the best that ever did it. AKA what? What's going on with you guys this morning? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you didn't eat too much turkey, too much leftovers, that is, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I hope that you're off to a wonderful start of the rest of your week. How about that? That's hoping a lot, right? Of course, that's hoping a lot. Good morning, Slicky. Good morning, Molly. Well, your girl was down over the weekend, but let me tell you, baby, my brother Molly Mall hooked me up with some sea moss to help absorb whatever was going on in my body, help clear out that mucus. I mean, Wednesday night, I felt bad when I did the show Wednesday. I don't know if anybody noticed that. And we did, that's why we did the Thanksgiving show, was merged with the Tom Mo show on Thursday because it was late. And then we did the Friday show. Well, that's because I let the rain get in my head and all my sinuses. I know how I get with the sinuses. Be cold last week. Anyway, I had so much snot. Oh, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. The congestion was unreal. Molly was like, Reese, did you got your sea moss now? Did you take it? I said, I got my sea moss, right? Man, I started taking that joker. At first, I was scared. I was like, I'm going to take a tablespoon, put it in my coffee, see what it do. It didn't do nothing bad to me. First, I drank the lemonade to see if I was allergic because I'm allergic to seafood. But the moss is the plants, and I think I might be allergic to the seafood, crabs and stuff because they're bottom feeders. But the sea moss is actual algae that grows in the water. But on the on the island waters like Jamaica and the Bahamas, around that the coral reefs around those areas. But so I took the lemonade, no bad side effects to it or anything like that. Ooh, but it gave me gas, honey. So if you alone, you might want to be alone because I was smelling like I wanted to be by myself. So, so they will give you some gas, a little flatulence on your belly. But I didn't know it's high in protein. It made you not. It didn't make me feel hungry. Even though I wasn't eating, I was taking my vitamins, but it didn't make me feel like I was weak. It actually gave me energy from because normally I feel all weak and tired, and I rest, and I tell you, I feel like a different person. I don't even know if my soul is glowing right now, but I do want to thank Molly Mall for the good sea moss. You guys, yeah, I'm about to go ham on that. It got so many benefits and properties from inflammation to arthritis to heart to the skin. Come on now. My lungs ain't never felt as strong. And my chest was so sore from all that coffee, but baby, okay, I'm just telling you what it did for me. And I was reading what Dr. Sebi was saying that it was doing for him. Rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. We know they took you out, but allegedly, that's what the people say. But yeah, so that what was going on. That is what was going on with the girl. But today's show is a good one. While I was down over the weekend, I was seeing that Rachel Dolezal lady again in the news. Don't get me wrong. You can do whatever you want to be. I'm not racist. I love everybody. I got some white friends. I got a good white girlfriend, Michelle Pucciarelli. But she's not going around pretending she's black or passive for black. This is imitation of life. And she's not on the NAACP and trying to get rally against the civil rights, talking about the civil rights and how we were treated. And she's putting herself in that as a black woman. Now, lady, we have our own problems individually as being a black woman for real. You could play black. That you being in blackface for real. So how can we get mad at all these senators and stuff that want to put paint on their face and go out in blackface when we have a female who go to the tan salon, get that orange number 2 dye, whatever truck they're using, and say, "Oh, I'm a black woman," and let her curl out or get a perm her hair, make it real curly, whatever, and say, "Oh yeah, I'm a black woman." Who can switch and turn it on like that? I mean, tell me. If that's the case, well, I identify as a white woman. So can I get some white woman benefits and perks? And according to ancestry DNA, I'm 20% Caucasian. So can I get them perks and stuff? Can I go to Wells Fargo Bank and say, can I get a loan for the house? And they'll say stamp approved and give it to me. Can I get a privileged treatment? Can I get not looked down? Or can I, when I go to social service, can I get some help instead of them looking at me like, what you here for? Better yet, I tell you, I got one better. Since you can be whatever you want to be, allegedly, or whatever you identify as, I identify as a Bank of America. So everybody, deposit your money here. Please. Please. I don't know how much I'm going to give you back on your returns, but it'll be something. Because that's what I want to identify as. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I came across this clip because I was like, well, what is her parents thinking? Let me give y'all a little bit of a background about Mrs. Dolezal and why she's even in the news again. Let's go to the beginning. Allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly for everything, even though I read it and everything's not stamped, but still say allegedly. She, NAACP chapter. Okay, she got kicked off for that, or she said she resigned. Okay, because you lied about your ethnicity on your application. Because they do ask you certain things, but hey, you're not for the advancement of color people. Then if you were, why can't you just be a white woman that's working for the advancement of color people? Why did you have to be a white woman to say that you're black to get ahead? That don't get it for the advancement of color people. And we all know that NAACP colorism is a real thing. So remember, if you white, you right. If you light, you white. If you brown, stick around. But if you black, get back. So by you being a light-skinned black woman, that's what you're portraying, pawning yourself off. That's more acceptable than a brown, blue, a black woman. And then for you not to be a black woman at all, it's like the in my Facebook. Okay, then you want to sue Howard University because you said that they're discriminating against you as a white woman. Now, if you identify as the black woman, we get discriminated against all the time. So right there, you not black, but you gonna tell them you're discriminating against me because I'm white. How am I going to discriminate against you because you white because you said you was black? So I wasn't discriminating against you because of that. I was taking your money and your grant back from you to give it to a needy black woman that's actually black. These are qualifications and points you got to do to get this money, grants, benefits, and all that stuff. And you didn't qualify. So they took it back from you to give it to someone that did qualify. And as well as they should. They better have it. You could afford it. You are not struggling. You could actually afford it. Come on, y'all. So okay, so then the next thing, she did marry a black man. I wondered, did he know she was white? Of course she did. He did. Look at the pictures. He wasn't marrying no sister. He was looking for a white woman. Look at their wedding pictures. She did not no way look like, but that's just me. So lately she got in the news for being on what's that members only page for modeling Rihanna's lingerie. The fans only page, fans only, where they pay you get them risque photos with her covering up. And I'm like, girl, what is you doing that? If you identify, but now are you identifying as a white woman when you take those pictures, or are you saying you identify still as a black woman as you take them pictures? I don't know. You got to answer them questions. But your mama and your daddy is both Caucasian people. And they said, we don't know why Rachel doing that. And your mama said that you weren't doing that but telling lies when you talk about when you was a little kid and you colored yourself with a brown crayon. Sis, you got to come better with that. But don't take my word. I actually got a clip I want to share with y'all about Miss Rachel here.
Racial and transgender at all terrible? That's just one of the many questions igniting a social media firestorm over Rachel Dolezal. She may have resigned her post at the NAACP, but the discussion is far from over. And tonight, new information about her past has some accusing her of playing both race cards. Here's ABC's Steve Osunsami.
Well, I definitely am not white.
Tonight, the former chapter president of the NAACP, accused of pretending she's black for more than a decade, responding to NBC about these photos shared by her estranged family, where she's blonde-haired and blue-eyed.
Nothing about being white describes who I am.
Rachel Dolezal was born to two Caucasian parents, but over the years, she's changed the way she looks. And her story is igniting outrage, offense, and a national conversation on race and ethnicity. But she's firing back, saying she identifies as black. In an interview with MSNBC's Melissa Harris Perry,
I've really gone there with the experience in terms of being a mother of two black sons and really owning what it means to experience and live in blackness.
even as a white child growing up in Montana, she says she's identified as black, but was conditioned not to own it.
From a very young age, felt I don't know if it's spiritual, visceral, just very instinctual connection with black is beautiful.
She says as a child, she preferred to draw pictures of herself using a brown crayon instead of a peach one. But her parents tonight say that's not true.
This did not happen.
Not at that early age.
This is a fabrication because we were very in touch with our children as they were growing up. I was a stay-at-home mom. I was in touch with the teachers at school when she went to elementary school. This just simply didn't happen. She didn't ever draw herself as an African American.
They say she's as white as they are.
It's alarming that Rachel continues to make false statements and have no acknowledgement that she has been doing that, and it's become an issue.
The way she styles her hair, what some see as the tan in her skin, and her deep dive into black academia have many tonight suggesting she's an ethnic fraud. Here she is speaking at a civil rights rally.
Like Maya Angelou says, you know, through all of the struggle, through all of the pain, we still rise.
Are you a con artist?
I don't think so.
She walked away from the NAACP Monday, resigning from her leadership position in Spokane. Colleagues, coworkers, and many others in the black community are saying her explanations aren't enough.
Your actions speak much louder than your words. If you didn't want to be a liability to the cause, you would have came clean from the beginning. You would have told the truth from the beginning, and people would have accepted her.
The controversy blew up when she was caught on camera, unable to answer a simple question. Was she black or white?
Are you African American?
I don't understand the question of, I did tell you that, yes, that's my dad. And he was unable to come in January.
Are your parents, are they white?
She certainly has lived the black experience doing graduate study at historically black Howard University and teaching Africana studies at a college part-time, where she gave lectures about black hair.
When it comes to hair is for black women much more than just an aesthetic, much more than just an accoutrement or an appearance or a style.
She's a talented artist, and much of her work centers on the struggles of people of color. Some of her pieces sell for over $10,000, paintings seen here in this video.
We don't have any gender diversity, age diversity, or ethnicity diversity. This is what we have. We have older white men on our currency. So what does that do to us as an image? It's part of our history. How does it affect us psychologically?
Her reputation for being down with the cause is what led Chantel Monsey to write a profile of Dolezal last February for her college paper. And some of the answers were rather surprising.
She did tell me that she was born in a teepee in Montana and that Jesus Christ was the witness on her birth certificate because she was not born in a hospital.
Tonight, she's having to explain this story too.
Yes, they were living in a teepee and were building the house when I was actually born.
Even more details her parents say aren't real.
She did not grow up in a teepee. It's become a pattern. It's become a habit for her. perhaps to misrepresent us as backward or something like that.
It's very concerning.
We're just hoping that the day comes when Rachel will face these personal issues she has with her identity and her integrity. And I believe that would be the beginning then of a new chapter in her life.
There was an ironic moment on her long road to blackness. In a lawsuit filed in 2002 when she was then known as Rachel Moore and was a graduate student at Howard University, she accused the historically black school of discriminating against her, claiming that the removal of her artwork was motivated by a discriminatory purpose to favor African-American students. The lawsuit was dismissed. She now says she's transracial in the way some are transgendered, a comparison that many transgender activists say is ridiculous, explaining that their situation is not a choice.
That is not the reality of Rachel Dolezal. Her blackness is a performance, and our transness is our identity. It's who we are. And we're quite often persecuted for living unapologetically in that truth.
Back home in Spokane tonight, civil rights workers Dolezal once led are saying she's still lying.
That's my concern. Don't lie. Tell the truth.
This morning, I was at the level of anger that I didn't even want this woman to even land back in Spokane and even step foot in our city, because I felt like she, not only did she single-handedly put a divide across the nation about race and gender and just all these things, all these conversations that have been had.
On MSNBC, she said she understands the anger, especially from Black women.
I would probably be enraged. I'd be like, what the, this person, how dare she? They don't know me.
She says she's lived the life and knows who she is, no matter what anyone else thinks. For Nightline, I'm Steve Osinsami in Atlanta.
All right. Come on. What is the crowd saying? Because you cannot have selling paintings and everything for tens of thousands of dollars and going around telling people that this is African American art, that the artist is African American. That's fraud. Hey, Latrice. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Butterman. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Stallings. We got a good topic here. We're talking about the lady the white lady that thinks she's Black. You know, all I got to say is mental health is real. Like I said, I identify as the Bank of America. If all of those who want to put their money somewhere, hey, don't give me the dollars. But back to the realness of this. Now, let me ask you guys this. Because we all hear about, I'm not going to say the word, but the J. That's another word that we can't say without getting canceled. The LGBTQ community, and now you just add a J. And all of that is just adding letters to stuff, words that we can't say without getting canceled culture or censored for. But if she was going around, say if I'm a Black female going around and saying that that I'm a J, right? How would they condemn me? How would they do that? And then for her to say she's transracial, you are laughing at these people that's actually transgender gender and what they're saying they identify as. They're saying that they are identifying as how they are feeling, like when they say that I'm a man in a woman's body or a woman trapped in a man body. This person is, but they're not changing their color. They're not saying, oh, I'm a white man trapped in a black woman's body. They're not doing that. They're just letting you know about the sexuality premises. But she's being totally misleading to the cause. If she really wanted to be effective to our advancement of the color people cause, we would have benefited from her standing up and saying that she was Caucasian and that what she think that they're doing to the color people is wrong. Stand up under your own color and race to let your race know that they're being wrong, instead of you pretending to be another race to get all the perks, the oohs and the ahs, and people buying this and that. Because we already know in the black diaspora, there's a lot of colorism going on anyway. Because you looking like you light, bright, damn near white, they was going to accept you quicker than they will if they accepted somebody Viola Davis color. We know that colorism goes on, and we're working on that. We're working through that within our own race. But to have a charlatan, somebody that's not even their race, and you know this, man. You know on your birth certificate, you know when your mama and daddy go to bed at night, you can tell a person by the comb they use. And what you did, you changed the texture of your hair. Or let me see, when black people want to get their hair straight, we perm it. When white people want to get their hair curly, they perm it. Did y'all know that? If you really want to perm, get a Tony. More bounce, more curls, more free. Bump, bump. Tony. It used to be the curl that make their hair curly all like that, all bushy like that, because it used to be a thing. But you're going to give a lecture on black hair. You're going to give a lecture on something that you don't even got. You know, and talk about texture and colorism, and I mean, come on. Molly, what do you think about this? And we letting it pass, and then y'all got her in the news again because she's monitoring Rihanna's lingerie. Is she representing for who's she representing for? Not black woman.
Rachel, my girl. I shared her years ago. I love Rachel. You know.
But she back in the news again on her members only page. Now she tell Rachel go sit down somewhere. Take care of
I love her.
You got and go on.
I love her. I love her. I want her to stand up as long as possible. I wish it was 100 million Rachels out here. White people want to be black, that do for black, that do for the black community. And what's crazy, everybody.
No. She's getting stuff done for her by being black.
Huh?
She's getting stuff done for her by being black.
No. That's the noise that you hear now. Early on, before we knew she was black, she did a lot for the black community. For years, we didn't know she was black. Then when they found out she was black, that's when it became a story that, oh, she not even black, she white, this and this. So what? She raised damn near $1 billion for the black community. She helps the black community. I don't care what they say it is. And it's weird that when she teaches to the black community because she white, we had white history teachers all our life. When I went to college, that's all I had was a white history teacher me telling me how we did in black community. So I'm okay with her.
That's not the argument.
No, I'm not saying what the argument. You said why I like. You said what's my thoughts on Rachel. I'm giving you my thoughts and how I feel about Rachel. Like, I understand why people mad at the black women, but I would have, if they had that same energy for men wanting to be women and women wanting to be men, because this all it is, identity problem. She messed up mentally. She don't want to identify what she was born as. But what's the difference from a little boy saying that he want to be a girl or a girl saying that she want to be a boy? We just sick in America. We let that pass. We would actually make up a group that called LGBTQIA community, make laws for them, cancel culture for them, and these people identity problem. They not what they say they are. She not what she say she is, but it's a big problem. Now people want to talk. Oh, this woman swears she black, so what? She not causing no harm. She not causing conflict to nobody. People just hate her. They hate her. Oh, she swear she black. So what? There's a lot of white people out here swear they black. There's a lot of black people out here that swear they white. That's the part that we don't talk about. You know, so I'm okay with she did. I just want to find out what she did wrong, but wanting to be black. I want all these white kids want, and then she got a black family. She got black kids. No
she
matter
got a black husband and one biological black son.
Yeah, and we make this claim: if you go black, you never go back. Well, her ass really did.
No, you did.
She really did. I just think people hating on her, especially the women community, because the things she did. She's very smart. She's very talented. She can paint you right here on live with just one pen, and she very talented. They know that, and they hate that she does a lot for the black community. I understand she white. Y'all don't want her to identify as black. Who cares? It's white people been identified as Indians for hundreds of years and getting it. They've been getting money because they $5 Indians, and we know this. Why nobody preaching it, whining about that on the news? Why nobody putting these people on the news and say these people not really Indians?
They should.
They should, but they not. You know, we know it, but we not. You know, but we care about what Rachel doing, who actually do for the black community. I'm cool. Let Rachel live.
She's selling art, African American art, saying it's from the African American artist, signing that, and you know.
No, she's saying it's from her, and she was identifying as white, but she was selling her paintings before we knew she was white. It's a lot of white painters out here that paint black people all the time. Most of the paintings and art and pictures y'all buy, black people, white people wrote it or created it. Even the books we read about black people, the history we learn, Christopher Columbus, these white people teaching it.
Okay, did she go try to sue Howard for discriminating against her for being white?
It wasn't against her. It was against her drawings. See, that's what you gotta understand. It was against her paintings. So no matter if Reese painted that, they was acting like that was a bad painting to have in the school. It don't matter that she the artist. They was mad about the painting. Why the painting can't get through? Because she's a white artist that drew black people. How many white producers make black movies? White writers write black movies.
A lot of them, but they're not pretending. Give that if that slot is carved out. Let me ask you this. Okay, you up for a grant, and this boy up for a grant. It's the African American grant that you are up for. But this white boy come in and say, well, I'm going to identify as black because I'm going to get that grant from Marley. Marley is the black boy that's up for the award, but they gave it to the other boy because they thought the other boy was black. Now, don't you think your grant should have went to where it was intended to grow?
No.
They don't like UNICEF, United Negro College Fund. We have programs set up for money for us. United Negro College Fund. Now, what would be the point to set up United Negro College Fund when anybody can get out the till? What would be the point of us setting up for the advancement movement of color people when anybody can get out the till? What would be the point of setting up our own for that? If anybody could get out of the till? That's all I'm asking you.
Anybody can. Any black people can, or if you identify as black, it's the same thing. Why set up women programs if anybody can do it? If a man can identify as a woman and walk straight into the woman, that's what I'm saying. Complain about that. That's more of a problem. What Rachel doing, she's not doing that. She already finished school. She already did. She ain't getting no benefits really for being black. She getting harassed for being black now for identity. But I'm not saying she don't have a mental disorder.
Okay.
Like years ago, I know she got a mental disorder. At the end of the day, she looked black. She passed as black. She do for the black community. You acting like pretending to be black is better for her. Like if she just decided to be white, life wouldn't be more easier for her. Like she wouldn't have to argue and struggle with people. Like no, she identifies as black and life is being harder for her. She really got a mental problem. She's really white. I don't know if the father really the father. That's the only thing. She don't look like the father at all. She might have another father, and the mother don't want to be truthful who her real father is. It's not no pictures of her with white, blue eyes or anything.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Go back to the video. She was 16, blonde hair, blue eye picture. Go
I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. Yes,
it is. And her wedding pictures.
She's a mixed breed. I'm saying she's a mixed breed. There's a lot of mixed kids out here. And even if she is white,
I'm pretty sure she did her ancestral DNA by now. I'm pretty sure. And that's another thing. If she would have did her ancestral DNA, she could tell them if she got this or that in her or whatever, and she felt that strongly about that.
That stuff not real. See, people know ancestral DNA not real. You can't tell me what am I, my ethnicity, and where my, just because of what? How can you get that information? What, I give you some saliva and now you know everything about me?
Well, her parents know, and I'm pretty sure she would have got a DNA test done with her parents by now, since she's saying that she's not.
Yeah, she probably would, but they don't agree with her, so I don't think they would.
And they say that because they saying that she's lying, that she's fabricating and making up stories. When she said that she was drawn with the brown crayon, coloring herself brown as a little kid. She knew as a little kid that she was white. I mean, was identified as black.
Say identify?
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what she's used. They didn't even have that word out back then when she was a little kid. What you identify as, that just came out in the last few years. They wasn't telling 5 years old growing up what you identify as. They wasn't doing that. So when she says that, you listen to her talk and stuff, and I saw a lot of other interviews with her, and a lot of I was like, wow, mental health is, because I guess I would have to understand why she felt the way she did. Now, my girlfriend, Michelle Pucciarelli, she was on the show last week, and she stated that when she, as far as the men in her race and everything, that she was the duff. That says the dumb, but the dumb, ugly, fat friend, right? But she said when she came over to the black side, she was banging into the brick. She was like, hey, mommy, hey, queen. She got all that attention. Now, could that be the same for her? Now, Michelle tell you, I ain't got no black female friends. Female, I'm just straightly with the guys because that's where I'm seeking the attention and love from the guys. Now, could that be why Rachel said that she identified as being black? Because she's been with black men. She divulged in the culture that way. We don't know her full backstory, but we know enough of her story to make you go, huh.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Reese, if you wanted to be who you wanted to be.
I want to be a rich white lady.
Then you go out there and get some money and be rich.
That's
Ain't
what I'm
nothing
trying to do.
for being who she wanted to be. She wanted to be a professor at Howard. She went to school and finished. She's not like just saying, I want to be this and paint me a different color. No, she's going out here putting in the work. I'm just crazy because a lot of the people who complain ain't raised not even a quarter what she did for the black community. Ain't do not even a quarter what she did for the black community. So it's just like, if she wasn't doing nothing.
Let me ask you this. Where is your facts from what she raised from the black community?
See, and that's what's crazy. I can put them up. This 3-4 years ago. This is old news.
What do it say she raised?
This is why everybody was mad, because she was the leader. She was like the front runner for Black Lives Matter and everything. She was doing everything for all the black nonprofits and stuff out there, the big ones. She was the leader. She was the head one. She was the spokesman. She was the one who was actually getting the work done. And that's why they so pissed off at her.
Remember, Black Lives Matter is a movement that was led by
I know that, but she was out there with them. She was out there leading the way with everybody. Like anything that was going on in the black community, she was out there leading the way. She was raising funds and everything. This before we knew she was white, Reese. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody been a fan of this lady before she was white. All y'all know about her when she came out and people found out she was white. I didn't even know she was white. It threw me off a loop. That's why I had to talk about it like a week straight. But this lady was doing big things. That's like finding out Oprah White. Like she would have been that big eventually. Like she was going to get that big. Like everybody was supporting her. And then she can paint. Like her paintings are ridiculous. Like her paintings touch people. Like it's crazy. And she white. But for some reason, she can identify with us more than people that actually look like us. And people hate her because she identifies black. When people made it up, black is a made up construct. African American is made up. White, all this stuff is made up. So if she want to be whatever the world she want to be that was made up, let her be. If all these little boys can be girls and these little girls can be boys, I don't want to hear nothing about Rachel until y'all figure that out. And then we can figure out the white people that want to be black. Because when Mike painted his skin, he not one time said he want to be white. But everybody, he want to be white because he painted his skin and he did this and this. Now it's the opposite. We got white women wanting to be black, and I'm okay with it. I'm not mad at it. The white people should be mad because more of them come out like this. They gonna want to have black baby daddies, and they kids gonna come out dark like us. That's the only thing gonna constantly happen. Ain't nothing bad coming from this. Oh, Slicky says, send me the link, please. What, Slicky? What you know about him? That's up to Reese Reed. You want to send the link?
Yeah. What are the other people saying?
I got a lot of comments, so let me send this to Slicky Woo. Just send this Slick. He said she good with me. People haven't been deceptive with her. How long was she in office? Did she do the job of her office? The NAACP ain't undercover. Tree said, I'm white for real. God dang, it's more common than I thought. The movie Associate with Whoopi comes to mind. She did it to succeed and did it. I ain't see that movie. You seen that movie Associate? I never seen it, but I heard of it. She pretended to be something else or somebody else, a white woman or something.
Now, how come we get mad at the white men who put on blackface and pretend to be black? Why we get mad at them?
Blackface, that's making fun of them. He not actually want to be black. You know, that's the difference. You know, if he identifies as black and want to be black, he had the same problem as her. But a lot of white men don't care to be a black man. You get shot just for getting pulled over. We got it worse than anybody. Women, everybody. White women, black women, Hispanic, black men got it worse though. Nobody want to pretend really to be a black man or identify. If it is, they're not talking about them yet. Say, I'm that baby's daddy. Eat dumb. I sent you the link, Slick. James said, I'm not saying that half white or other races cannot sympathize or feel feelings for the terrible things that have happened to black people, but don't use this as a platform for you to get attention. There's a bigger picture in this total circle, and this is what to do a race of human beings and the surrogates of America and the white community and the majority. And that's the thing, she didn't get no light until they brought it to light. You know, like
well, I'm talking about her today because she's getting more light because she's on that fans only stuff.
Most people bringing her up now because she identifies as black, but she white. But before then, she wasn't as big.
What up, bro? It's just making her big.
What up, y'all? What up? I got something to say about this conversation y'all having.
What you got to say?
Because my grandmother dated the guy, Mr. Steve, right? And I remember when Mr. Steve first came around and stuff around us, and my grandmother introduced us to us. And I said, Grandma, what you doing with this white man? Right? And she swung at me, I ducked. But she said, he's not white. I said, he is white. So I went to my mother. I said, Mama, ain't that a white man? Where am I going with? Right? My mother said, no, he's black. I said, I mean, because he had their hair, their color. I mean, he had all their features. And until I met his family, I would not believe he was black. I wouldn't. But once I met his family, his sisters and his nieces and stuff, and then I said, yeah, okay, all right, I get it. But at first, I thought he was stone white.
Well, this lady is white. This lady is stone white.
I don't find nothing wrong with it. I have to say, I don't find nothing wrong with her. I embrace her. She want to be one of us, let her be. Because like Marley said, I heard about her before. She has done a lot for our race. Yes, she has.
Well, why couldn't she do it as a white woman?
Maybe she didn't want to, but I don't hold that against her. I don't hold that against her because she did do a lot. So I don't hold it against her. And I don't see nothing wrong with her wanting to be black. I don't see nothing wrong with her. She want to be black, let her be black.
Yeah, because a lot of black people that's black don't even want to be black. And that's sad.
Exactly.
That's sad.
I like what Marley said about Michael. Nobody said nothing about him bleaching his skin and all the way.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. We always said Mike,
I mean,
he done lost
it. wasn't like
he went over to the other side. OJ went over to the other side.
They talking at this girl. Well, like this. It's like they ready to killed her for doing what she did. Like she became black and all this fabulous things happened to her by becoming black. You know, come on now.
You got famous, man. I'm just saying, when OJ, what did he do for the black community when he was considered? Okay. What did Mike was doing when he was considered bleaching his skin and stuff for the black community?
They were doing their talents. OJ, famous football, he provided entertainment. Michael singing songs, he provided his entertainment. But they didn't love themselves enough to embrace their darkness, their heritage. They wanted to be something else. Okay, now I understand. Maybe she don't like her Caucasian. Wanted to be something. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. But that's loving yourself, loving you yourself, whether you whatever color you are, loving you, being proud with you.
Maybe
so
she doesn't love to be.
I mean, she got a mental health issue. She got a mental health issue. I'm just asking, what did all them people do for the black community? Because all of y'all love them. Y'all love Mike. Y'all love Prince.
You love Mike. I love Prince.
I know. I love them all. You know, at the end of the day, but I ain't no dummy. You know, they don't do for the black community. But we got a lady who white identifies black that done way more than they did with less money.
I don't know what she did. I couldn't see nothing she did for my community.
I'm telling you, I won't lie to you. She did a lot for the black community. She did more than OJ. She did more than all the people that we Tyler Perry. All these people that we praise and stuff. And so I don't be caring what they talking about. At the end of the day, our black people go over there and help the white community all the time. Kanye and them help the Jewish people get rich all the time. The minute they come over there and start to help us,
they say that word.
Yeah, you're right. But the minute they say, you know, they help us or identify as us, then it become a problem.
What if she said that she was a J? How do you think? What do you think they would do?
Nothing. She probably be okay, you know. But she come on and say it now, you know, that'd be a problem.
Cancel culture.
But a lot of white people are J's, you know, so it makes sense for them. But it's mostly people want you to identify what they want to identify as, and we got to get out of that programming. Like, you not white, black, Spanish, you're not Jamaican, you're not African, you're not whatever they keep trying to identify you. That's how you divide people. People is people at the end of the day, and she doing our people, you know, and I'm cool with that, you know. So if she was just identifying as black and getting benefits and not helping the black community or not, I'd be like, nah. But nah, at the end of the day, she not even really asked for much. She go there and do for the black community. And
you're right. I see your point, and you're right. If they want to have 100 more like her, then more power to, because we do need the help anyway. We do. I mean, and it was a lot of people that helped us in the movement back in the civil rights movement, in all of our movements. There was white people that, not saying that white people not helping black people or would help black people, because we know and ever since we came here, there's been some white empathists, people that empathized with us and felt like it was wrong what they was doing. So Molly, you absolutely, I give you that. We need 100 more, 1,000 more like her, if she's going to stand up and support the black community as if she was black. You know, you may not have been whipped and kicked and changed, and didn't get rejected or denied, but you out there still fighting a good fight with us. So
yeah, she got kids too.
Can I say something? All I want to say to you, sis, is look her up, because when Marley did talked about her, Marley sent me information, and then I went further of looking her up. Look her up, sis. And then
I looked her up. And then that's why I said, what money did she make? I know she had a job at the NAACP, but I didn't see. And I said she was selling her artwork for $10,000s of dollars.
She's finished telling you what I was trying to say. You cut me right off.
Oh, I thought you was finished.
No, I'm saying if you look her up, you will see what she did for the black community.
She looked them up, and that's all she found, you know, which meaning that they got rid of everything else. That's what they do. You know, like at the time, you can see all them things, because that's the things that she was doing. So now I'm looking for it now. I've been looking for it since we been on here, and they got rid of a lot of things, you know, and that's what they do. They whitewash a lot of things, but they gonna get people to hate them. You know, that's exactly what they gonna do is get people to hate them, and that's the setup or whatnot. So basically, what they do is they blast on the media and say she a white woman identifying as black. So now, all you know, a lot of the people that she was doing for in them certain communities turned down her help now. They refused to get her help. She no longer can help with a lot of the nonprofits that she had striving just off the fact that she lied about her identity. You know, so that's what the whole goal is, to get the black community to hate her so much that we don't even want her help no more. So that's the setup, and it's working.
And so they took the stuff down. They took the positive stuff down and just reinforced it with some more negative stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was looking, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see none of this stuff. But I did see the latest thing that now she's on for fans only page. Now, what is she identifying on fans only as? What community is that helping?
I want to let me on. I'm done.
Okay. Well, we coming to it in the show. You said that's helping her community,
Mm-hmm.
and then her poor sons are like, okay, I'm over this already. He said his mama done drained him with so much Netflix documentaries. The poor boy that she got with her husband, he had 2 boys, and the poor boy is like, you got something else, Molly?
That was Whoopi Goldberg and them talking about her on The View a few while back.
Oh, well, what did Whoopi say?
This was viral back then.
Another part that people had a problem with her bypassing and is also that she was speaking to a lot of young Black youth and telling them, I know how you feel. I've been through blah, blah, blah. She doesn't know. You can't know. She can want to be part of the culture. She can want to claim that she's
as
Black.
far as I'm
but
concerned, if she wants to be Black, she can be Black.
That's fine, but you still do not fully understand what it means to be colored in this country.
Well, she does, and she's been. I'm sorry, but she's been passing as this woman for over 5 years. If this bitch don't know by now what it's like, she's never gonna know. She's never gonna know. Wait.
Is that Rosie Perez?
I have a Vanity Fair too, because I think if we're going to celebrate feeling like trans, you should celebrate.
That was just me saying maybe that's what she was thinking. I don't know why she did it, but I'm thinking maybe she felt like that.
A lot of people say, is it the same as Caitlyn Jenner?
Even Whoopi.
Whoopi stood up for her. Thank you, Whoopi. But see, and I know Rosie Perez ain't one talking. It seemed like that. Look, maybe a lot of those white folks was jealous because The View. I'm shocked at that on The View. But
Whoopi got baked for that. Whoopi get disciplined all the time, but she still come out on that show and speak a lot of the truth. And they hate how she really.
They do hate on Whoopi. It's just like they gunning for Whoopi. Like, y'all keep shooting. I'm here. Keep shooting.
And Whoopi ain't quick to follow the herd, just because the rest of y'all feel that girl was Spanish and she was more mad than Whoopi.
That Rosie Perez, it's Rosie need to sit down and fight the power. Sit down, Rosie. Do the right thing, Rosie. Moki.
But she don't know how it is to be Black. A lot of these men don't know how it is to be a real woman, but y'all keep stepping it. Like, how's it? It's worse. For real for them, like that's crazy to me, and that's why they brought it up. Jenner, exactly the same, but really it's worse. We got to accept that this dude is a woman now, who was on the Wheaties box when we grew up. He was one of the best athletes we ever seen, right? And we got to accept him no longer to be a man, but now he's a woman. And on top of that, everybody cheering him on. He won Female of the Year. How disrespectful is to all the women in the world?
Me, it's the same. To me, it is very disrespectful. Just as like somebody, because you pass it off to be what you're not. And how is the world accepting everything? It's like you could be whatever you want to be. They accept everything. then if you accept everything, then where's your standards? What won't you accept?
Yeah.
If I identified as a cat and wanted to purr and lick myself all day, they'd accept that too, huh?
Yeah,
If I
they
wanted
got
to cock
kitty
my
litters
leg
in
up,
LA. They got kitty litters in LA bathrooms now for kids who identify as cats. This shit is getting out of hand.
I'm
No,
just
this is
joking.
real.
I'm just joking.
Yeah,
But
this
you
is
say
real
for
though.
real?
Yeah, this is real. They got litters in the bathrooms. Like this is not no game.
Wait a minute.
In
I
LA.
don't understand
Yeah.
that. Wait a minute. Kitty litter in the bathroom. What you gonna do with the kitty? I know it ain't for people to poop in it.
Poop in it, piss in it.
No,
They
you is
they
no.
identify as cats. Man, it's weird.
No.
They accept any and everything. But they want to accept this lady. You wasn't born black. Can't be black. Anything but black. Be a cat. Be a man. But you can't be a black woman.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Kitty litter, Molly.
Yeah, sad.
That is disgusting. I wish I would see a woman in there cocking her leg open in the damn litter. But oh man, you talk about somebody that get beat up. We used to beat people butt for not washing your hands when you leave out the bathroom. My aunt used to be the bathroom bandit. Wait till I tell her they got a kitty litter in the bathroom. This is. I guess you could be whatever animal you want to be too. I don't want to be black. I don't want to be male or female. I want to be a giraffe. You could be what? Oh my gosh, kitty litter in the bathroom. See, and people are what bathroom do you know you're gonna put? They didn't even want to have toilet paper in the bathroom and soap and the little things you put on the seat all the time, but they're gonna have some daggone kitty litter. Child, Molly, you done said too much. You done ran out of time.
They can be whoever.
What else do people saying? Was that it? I gotta watch that movie. Well, Whoopi Goldberg, The Associate. I never seen that, heard of it. Is that the name of it, The Associate?
Yeah, he said Whoopi pretended to be a white man.
A white man?
Worked with her because she was a woman, a black one at it.
Did they even make it to the movies?
He said we weren't born gay or racist. You programmed to be one or the other from birth.
Usually racism I experienced racism when I got out in the world myself, because my grandparents, just say, watch out, they'll do this, they'll do that. You be like, okay, yeah, okay, granddaddy. That's why I always had white friends. Not until I met my white friends, parents. I remember I was in high school, Parkdale Senior High, and everybody know that it was like a crossover school. It was like diverse, half the white, half white, over in Riverdale, Maryland. There was this white girl named Bunny, and I'm nice to everybody. I had white friends, Chinese friends, or whatever, because I was like a bully's bully. And she begged me to come over her house. She was like, out there, she was like, you're so nice to me. You treat me so nice. Because I used to have all these bangles, and they picked on her, and I gave her a bangle one day. I just felt sorry, because they picked on her because they said she was a dumb blonde. She was just goofy acting shit. So she was like, my mom said you could come over. She'll fry some chicken, and we'll eat watermelon. And I said, Bunny, I said, do you know that's offensive what you just said? She was like, what, you don't like fried chicken and watermelon? I said, sure I do. But for you to assume, I said, don't you like it too? She was like, yeah. I said, so what does that mean?
Said we eat chicken and watermelon.
And for you to say that, I said, that's offensive, And she was like, I will be the first black person over their house. And I was like, no, thank you. No, I won't. It's just something about being I don't want nobody, because I could because she went home and told her mom that I saved her from getting beat up and all that stuff, and that I was her best black friend, and I protect. So I guess the mom and dad was like, well, let's meet the girl who stood up for our daughter.
Yeah, bring her over.
So, but that was like so uncomfortable, especially after she said, "My mama gonna fry some chicken and watermelon." I'm like, "What white people know about fried chicken?" And I was like, "I ain't no stovetop stuffing." What that comedian said. I mean, I wonder how y'all eat, you know. but I'm funny about that. I'm funny from eating black people houses. I'm just funny like that. But and I had a lot of different white Asian friends and everything, because as much as I talk about being pro-black and everything, I love and I respect my race. I love and I respect other people's races as well. I don't think one race is above or better than the other, and that's being racist. And you got to have the definition of being a racist, where you controlling the money and all that thing. All I'm saying is do the most good that you could do, or be effective that you could be from where you are, from being who you are, where you be. You don't have to pretend to be another color, this and that. She could have said, "Yeah, I'm white, but I'm banging. I'm the best looking white chick out here. Boom, boom, boom. I got the hair, I got the body, I got the tone. Boom, boom, boom." Accept who you are from where you are, and do the best for your people, your culture, or whatever you believe in, whatever race you run in, from where it is that you are. That's all I'm saying. But like we said earlier, something's missing. She's a couple of sandwiches short of a picnic basket, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
You know, she got some bats in the belfry, you know, and I kind of worry about that, because you're raising these black men. What are you telling these you know? But good thing Dad's there. Who knows what Dad's telling them? So ain't no selling. I'm glad she's not raising no black woman, because she probably would have a really big problem there if it was some females. You know, because girls can be some true bitches. I kid you not. In school, females can be the worst. I don't know how it is when men haze you, but women, ooh, Molly. Ooh, woo, I'm telling you, see, they could be something, you know. But yeah, but thank you, Molly Mall, for the CMOS. Misha and Pam got to get their order in. So let me know when you work that batch up. I'm telling you, you guys, Molly Mall CMOS. A couple of days ago, I couldn't do nothing but breathe, pant, and move. Misha came over. The family had to come over and check on me, y'all. Pam came Friday. Pam came Saturday. Misha was over here Friday. It was like checking door. Here go Misha. I could tell you struggling to breathe. She said, because she saw my chest just up and down. I was so congested like that. I said, I got to get the sea moss in me. And then Pam was over here. She helped me make my coffee with my sea moss in it. She was like, you sound a little better. So I'm feeling a little better. So I got rest. I didn't talk to none of the plug, did I?
Nope.
I was off the grid, because every time I would talk, I would start choking. It was that bad. But you hear my lungs, Molly? Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's better. It's better. It's breathing in this damn dust from this apartment. I better stop. But you see that, Molly? And I digress. Y'all get that sea moss. It really helps a lot. And don't forget to get Shades of Blue. And we're still running this special. Molly said we could run it up to the new year, where you get 8-ounce jar sea moss and the book Shades of Blue for, what we say, $20, right?
Yeah.
They get a special. You get $10 off. You get $5 off the book and $5 off the sea moss, because the book is 15 and his sea moss is 15 as well. The 8-ounce jar. Oh, I should have bought it on camera to show y'all what it was. I take it live. I put it in my coffee and it dissolves smooth. Didn't taste nothing. You know, I was like, okay, this is what's up. So all of those myths, I was scared about taking the sea moss. I had to do my little background, but it was good for me. And I'm going to continue taking it. And I could tell the difference. That's the only thing I took different, you know. So, hey, an ounce of sea moss is worth a pound of cure. And I'm out tomorrow. I digress today. Tomorrow we're going to have another wonderful show for you. That show was going to be about. Let me see. Misha says something. Could you view your what? View her as a. What'd she say, Molly? Misha is saying something. My eyes were cross-eyed when I tried to look down. I must have looked down too quick.
I ain't even on the screen. Well, I gotta get back to the screen.
Could you view her as a modern day abolitionist? No, she gonna be a modern day abolitionist. Is she fighting for the rights of Black people? Is she bringing people to the promised land? Yeah, but the abolitionists did not identify themselves as a Black at all. The white abolitionists that helped us through slavery and all of that, they had to keep their white cover because they didn't want to get dealt with. So you would definitely never seen no abolitionists back then. Even in nobody in the 70s trying to say that passing off as they Black, especially if they're a white woman. No. Woo! Molly, could you imagine Harriet Tubman running across a white woman that's saying she Black? They kill both of them, Harriet and the white woman, because they think the white woman is crazy. I mean, that was just the time we were in back then. No, you couldn't do that. No. Now, has a white man ever passed for Black? Do y'all know any? Not Colin Powell. Don't say no Colin Powell. But do y'all know any white men that ever passed for Black? We're over our time. Yeah. We're going to pick up this conversation tomorrow, to the next day, to the next. We love you.
Y'all.
Peace.